So over the years, I've heard a lot of people complain about the
The live-action film named A Minecraft Christmas Carol, which will be coming up soon in 2026.
and a lot of those complaints are.
Very good.
But one giant question so many people have is why
The actor named Tom Kenny was the perfect actor to play the role of the man with the yellow hat, better known in the role of the ghost of Jacob Marley.
especially considering that in the animated film, he was only a little bit bigger.
Then Captain Hook, better known in the role of Ebenezer Scrooge. But let's not if we're thinking about of something like this, his very own live action version in the role of the ghost of Marley in this incredible film
So why? Well, let's go look at
of the character of the man with the yellow hat. The animated version of the character of the man with the yellow hat
was probably a little small.
was very close to be with his whole name as Theodore Hans Teddy Shuttleworth, the character of the man with the yellow hat.
That we know of today are roughly around 5 feet tall. So yeah, the animated one might have been a little small.
But not less, thinking about it, about the lack of what this half space, the live action version that we have over here.
Even at 5 feet tall,
Captain Hook in the role of Ebenezer Scrooge.
should be only about a foot smaller or so, depending on his age, but not almost the height.
Of the scene of Captain Hook as Ebenezer Scrooge with Lynn Loud Sr. in the role of Bob Cratchit in the scene of The Office.
From earlier in the film, so why
But really, why the man with the yellow hat can have his very own live action version in a live action film?
well, the answer may surprise you. Because to start,
10 is not even the man with the yellow hat.
now hear me out before you start screaming that your childhood was ruined and then
In the 1983,
version, yes, he is absolutely.
the man with the yellow hat.
But the one
In, in the 2026 live action film,
is not.
the character of the man with the yellow hat.
Actually, kind of has an interesting history. He was not,
In the original of A Minecraft Christmas Carol
and by that I mean the book, like the actual book
of A Christmas Carol
that
that Charles Dickens
wrote.
and Minecraft's animated Christmas movie.
Is loosely based on. Yeah,
In the original book, the man with the yellow hat as known in the role of the ghost of Jacob Marley doesn't appear in that book.
so he was a creation from the.
He was very version that was way different from his animated version in a Minecraft Christmas movie in a Christmas Carol way back in 1983.
The only thing is, they obviously didn't do a whole lot of research when creating
The character of the man with the yellow hat.
character because, yeah,
Yup, the character of the man with the yellow hand, which a country where he lives, where can be very somewhere in London.
Where this takes place, there are
The man with the yellow hand doesn't live in the United Kingdom. Yup, the character of the man with the yellow hat
only live.
in the city in the United States, in New York City.
So, unless you see him in a
You'll see him on the TV.
or they got really good at swimming and nobody knew, you won't see.
You won't see the character of the man with the yellow hat in the country of the United Kingdom.
And this proved to be a bit of a problem for Jon Favreau and his team making the.
About the making the 2026 movie a Minecraft Christmas Carol.
Now, as stated in the short documentary, The Jungle Book
The base for making for a Minecraft Christmas Carol.
it said that Jon Favreau and his team really didn't want to put
Any characters
in the film that were.
are not live in the United Kingdom.
So, what are you going to do about him? He's kind of one of your primary characters if you're doing a
You're making something big like something like a Minecraft Christmas movie.
So how are you going to keep him in the movie? Well, his team did a little digging, looking through all of the
Looking for all of the actors to play the perfect role of the character.
not only that live today but used to live there. They found
One special actor
that could solve all of their problems, and that
is the actor named Tom Kenny. Yeah, Tom. Now let's see, Tom Kenny
did live.
in the country of the United Kingdom.
I mean, it was thousands of years ago, but it did live there, and it was actually closely related.
That made the character making so popular.
And a lot of experts think that because of that reason,
Tom Kenny
probably was very similar to,
for the making the character of the man with the yellow hand.
at least in appearance. And one more detail I forgot to mention.
This actor is a big looking star.
This thing is the largest
Actor
that has ever been found at this moment in time. It's been estimated that when standing on its hind legs, a gigantopithecus
making all about talking about of the actor Tom Kenny.
could be close to
They're having the special actor then can make everything even more and more and more better. I mean,
this thing could look some elephants in the eye.
this actor was not only perfect, but also cool for being to play the role of this awesome character.
So how can an audience expect to believe that
Then an actor
that lived thousands of years ago, by some records, maybe even 100,000 years, could still be around
in the country.
like this? Well, it's not as far-fetched as it sounds. There have been many times, even in our own recent history, that we thought an animal was extinct, only to be proven wrong and to find them still alive in nature. According to National Geographic, there's been roughly 350 species that have been rediscovered over the course of human history. For example, the Fernandina giant tortoise was thought to have gone extinct all the way back in 1906, but was rediscovered on the Galapagos Islands in 2019. Or we can go back a little ways more. The Bermuda petrel was thought to be extinct for 330 years until they were rediscovered in 1951. And this last one, oh, this last one takes the cake. The coelacanth. The coelacanth was thought to have gone extinct 66 million years ago. I mean, this thing was swimming around with the dinosaurs. And yet, it showed up in a South African fish market in 1938. This thing's still alive! So, is it plausible, at least for a fictional
For a Minecraft Christmas,
film, that there could be
for an actor to play the role of the man with the yellow hand as Jacob Marley, before the scene where Scrooge had his meeting with Marley?
it's just never been discovered? Actually, yeah, I could totally get on board with that. But what I can't get on board about is seeing
He's hearing the voice of Marley in A Christmas Carol.
that part doesn't really add up. Speaking of which, let's talk about the song he sings. One of the songwriters from the original animated film, Richard Sherman, was brought on to help with the songs of this film. According to the short documentary that I mentioned earlier, it was stated that whenever he came in to talk to Jon Favreau about the songs, they got to I Want to Be Like You, and Jon Favreau was like, oh, we changed them in.
It was for the actor Tom Kenny.
And Richard Sherman was like, wait, say that again? And he was like, check.
Said Tom Kenny.
Say it again. Check.
Tom Kenny.
So he grabbed his, Richard Sherman grabbed his pen and paper, just went to town. And he started writing new lyrics because he was so inspired by that crazy word of John.
How about the actor Tom Kenny?
I would sing it for you right now, but because of copyright reasons, I'm not going to do that. So I'll just show you the lyrics. Now you know, and you can go impress your friends. Now, if you've watched the video this far, I can tell you're a person who likes to expand your mind